I can't believe what I just discovered about one of the most baffling phenomena ever recorded: spontaneous human combustion, or SHC. You've heard of it, right? The legend of people mysteriously catching fire without any apparent external source? Well, buckle up, fellow mystery hunters, because today, on Xtreme Mystery Files, we're diving deep into the fiery enigma of SHC. Is this real? Or is it just another myth stoked by centuries of fear and storytelling? Let's find out. So, first things first, what's the deal with spontaneous human combustion? For those new to this mystery, it describes instances where human bodies are found burned to ashes, seemingly with no evidence of an external ignition source. Strangely enough, nearby furniture and surroundings often remain unscathed. Creepy, right? The idea has been a fireplace of debate since the 17th century, with dozens of cases igniting both curiosity and controversy. But what actually causes it? The science surrounding SHC is, let's say, murky at best. Some theorists believe it's all about the wick effect. This hypothesis claims that a body, once ignited by a small external flame, essentially acts like a candle. Think about it. Human fat is like wax, and clothing can serve as the wick. As gruesome as that sounds, it could explain why the fire burns so intensively, yet remains localized. But skeptics argue that an external source, like a cigarette or a fireplace spark, is always the culprit, scientifically debunking the idea of combustion without a trigger. Now, here's where things get spicy. Some spiritual and paranormal enthusiasts have entirely different theories. They suggest that SHC could result from spontaneous eruptions of energy within the body. Think chi, electromagnetic anomalies, or even psychic stress. Could it be that our inner energy fields are quite literally combusting under pressure? Others link it to divine punishment in folkloric stories, a fiery reckoning for sins committed. Those interpretations might sound far-fetched, but they've inspired countless horror stories and urban legends over the years. A spine-chilling thought indeed. Let's now talk about some famous cases, because, oh boy, there are many. One of the most well-documented examples occurred in 1951, the tragic case of Mary Reeser, a 67-year-old woman from Florida. Fire investigators were left flabbergasted when they discovered nothing but Mary's ash remains, a single burned slipper, and some scorched furnishings in her apartment. How could such intense heat have been confined to just her body? To this day, it remains an unsolved puzzle. Still not convinced it could happen to you? What about the case of John Irving Bentley, a physician from Pennsylvania who was found reduced to ash in his bathroom in 1966, with only one intact leg remaining? His wooden bathroom was minimally damaged, and the mystery only deepened when investigators couldn't locate any source of ignition. Coincidence? Natural explanation? Something more mysterious? You decide. But the burning question, pun absolutely intended, is whether SHC is anything more than freak accidents and overactive imaginations. Our modern understanding of chemistry, biophysics, and combustion hasn't definitively supported the concept, but the stories persist. Why? Because SHC challenges our understanding of nature, science, and the limits of human biology. It taps into primal fears of lack of control. Before we wrap up, one last mysterious tidbit for you to chew on: the role of alcohol. Some old theories claim that high alcohol consumption makes people more flammable. While this idea initially makes sense, the higher alcohol content, the easier it burns. Modern science doesn't back this one either. Still, it makes for one heck of a campfire story. So, is spontaneous human combustion a freak occurrence of nature, a misunderstood natural phenomenon, or just smoking mirrors? One thing's for sure, it keeps the mystery alive and burns brightly in our imaginations. If you're anything like me, you'll forever be on the lookout for answers. Until then, stay curious, and, most importantly, stay fire safe. As always, this is Raven Witchwood, guiding you through the world's strangest mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe to Xtreme Mystery Files for more electrifying tales that spark your curiosity. See you next time, mystery hunters.